Hey guys, today I am going to try some traditional Thai food, and I'm at a place called Heng Heng Heng, and it's just down the road from the airport. Let's check it out.
Hey, Vern.
Hey! Alright, so here's where we are at, Heng Heng Heng. Now this was recommended to me by a local Thai guy, and he said he saves up all his money once a month to come here to eat. So if a guy saves up his money to come here to eat, it's got to be pretty good. So I was given a list of things to try, and that's where we're at. So I'll show you the menu here. You guys can see what there all is here. So just a simple little mom and pop place. Alright, so there's the menu. And the prices look pretty good. Like this is 60 baht. This is 70 baht. Here's the other side. So I have a regular menu here. There's other things that you didn't see on that menu. A lot of options. Anyway, you kind of get the general idea. So one nice thing I like so far is the Thai people seem very sweet, very kind, and that's very nice. And even when they're driving on the road, they seem to carefully go around me and avoid me. Now, when I'm in other parts of Asia, they just fly past me. They don't give me the same courtesy, so I really appreciate that. They're more gentle. So another bit of good news, I just got back my COVID test, my second sandbox COVID test, and it was negative. So I'm really happy about that. So you take a COVID test before you leave your airport that you're leaving. You take a COVID test upon arrival, and then on day 6, you get your second Phuket sandbox COVID test, and then on day 12 you get your next third COVID test. And so basically the next day will come the results. So on day 13 you'll get your results, and then I believe on day 14 you will get your piece of paper that you have to pay another 700 baht for to be able to leave the island. Oh, look at that. Wow, that looks really good. So what do you call this?
Tom yum.
Okay, thank you. All right, you guys, look at this. Looks delicious. Wow, this looks like way more than I could eat. I'll show you. Okay, so this is what was ordered. That looks like some kind of a chicken curry, and this looks like basically a shrimp stew type soup. Then you get some rice. So I don't know the price yet, but I'll let you know. All right, so we're gonna try this. Looks to be like a shrimp, somewhat of a curry sauce stew. We're gonna try it. So I asked for a little spicy, not too spicy. But you get a little bit of a fish flavor on the top end. And then you get like a mix of curry. And then the spice kind of kicks in. A little bit of fire. It's actually really delicious. Wow. Very flavorful. That's a bit of a kick. There's some nice fresh big pieces of mushroom in there. Looks to be some tomato. Very hot too. Be careful. Wow. We're hot. Now one thing they do that kind of drives me crazy in the Philippines is they leave the blasted shells on. Now you got to play with it and it's twice as messy. If they would take the shells out, it would be so much easier to eat. and then you don't have to worry about playing with the shells. So they do the same here. It's unfortunate that is that way, but I just have to work with what I have, right? So let's chow and try this. Little shrimps here. See how that is. Wow, that's really hot too. You're not gonna get cold food in this place unless you request it. Trying to get some of the shrimp apart here. All right, here we go. Let's see how it tastes. Wow, very fresh, very big too. Surprised how big these shrimp are. Actually, it wasn't too hard to get the part that I was going to eat out. It seemed like they kind of opened it up so it was exposed. So I guess all I have is this little bit in the claw to eat out of the shell. The rest is pretty doable. So this soup here is pretty outstanding. Wow. I'm gonna try the, looks to be like a chicken curry. All right, so we're gonna involve our rice in this process here. Now, a lot of Asians say rice is life. I wonder if that's the same here. I had thought that they would have been really into the noodles in Thailand, but I'm learning that it's just about as much about rice as maybe the Philippines. As far as I can tell so far, I'm still kind of learning. But I've really come to really like these curry sauces. They're just outstanding. Wow. This is the third curry meal I've eaten in about 5 days. Just really been impressed. Really impressed. I'm gonna throw some of these little vegetables on here. See how that is. Let's go for it. Let's see what we got. A little piece of chicken, a little bit of rice. Let's try it. Wow, delicious. Just delicious. I can see why my friend comes here. The sauce is fantastic. I'm trying to get as much as I can on here. Wow. It almost had like just a tiny bit of sweetness. A mix of spicy. Wow, it's really good. But the curry's not too strong, but it's just enough of a gravy that it really is a good blend. The vegetables, wow, this is outstanding. This is really outstanding. I'll let you know what the price is after I finish. Yeah. Heng Heng Heng. I would definitely come here again. Wow. Now, I was always under the impression that Thai food was super spicy, but it doesn't have to be. You can tell them if you want more spice or less spice, or no spice on most of the dishes. Some are pre-made. But I haven't had anything that was too spicy. This has got a little bit more spice that comes in on the back end. Maybe not as much spice as I normally would get, but it's doable. It's not too bad. It just needs a little more water. These shrimps are some of the best shrimp I've ever had in my life. They're huge. And they're not too fishy tasting. They're just perfect. These are fantastic. All right, guys, so what do I think? This is completely outstanding. This is a 10 for me, a 10. This is really good. Everything is fresh. Everything is very flavorful. No lack of spice. No lack of quality, really high quality. This was a 10. I'm really impressed with this place. I think you will be too.